PewDiePie is under attack by the mainstream media once again, this time by The Verge specifically. You know, the tech experts that brought us the now removed how we built a $2,000 gaming PC video.
So what having this little installer does for you is it's basically a brace that you can apply right to the CPU and light it up with the triangles that you'll see on the bottom left corners. And this will make it easier for us to apply it to the motherboard and then apply thermal paste and then apply a CPU cooler on top.
There are arrows on the motherboard too, dipshit, just drop it in. Ah, gotta love them tech experts, you know what I mean? So like I said, The Verge is attacking PewDiePie once again, and it all started because PewDiePie did a "Don't subscribe to PewDiePie" video. The whole premise of the video was because of all the attention he was getting because of the whole PewDiePie vs T-Series battle for #1 most subscribed channel on YouTube, that he was going to take the opportunity to shout out some smaller YouTube channels, 28 smaller YouTube channels to be specific. One of the channels he shouted out was ER, or E:R, and the reason he shouted the channel out is because he enjoyed the satirical video essay that ER did on the Netflix Death Note movie.
We also have ER, who does great video essays about, he did one on Death Note, which I really enjoyed.
Like he said, he enjoyed the Death Note video essays, and they're partly to blame, but they're not the primary reason for all of the outrage. There's one main offender in particular when it comes to that, but for right now, let's talk about these Death Note ones. Kinda pushes the limits as far as edginess goes. I mean, there's references to the recent Charlottesville attacks, and in the description, there's like half a racial slur in there.
There's one point where he's making a point about Death Note, but then uses real actual overhead footage from the Charlottesville attack. Footage of the guy who was actually sentenced to life in prison today. Which actually, really quick side note, good. Fuck that guy. He uses footage of this actual moment where someone's life is being taken. And then when making a joke about collateral damage, he showed a video of the second plane about to go into the World Trade Center. Although the description of that video also says that he intended to use a racial slur throughout this video, but didn't because of YouTube policy.
Questionable, yes, but the one that's causing all of the outrage is one from 2016, where he took the cartoon Steven Universe and did like a satirical video essay on that, where he had like a full Adolf Hitler speech at the end, juxtaposed with Nazi imagery and symbolism and all that nonsense. But if you watch it, there's multiple ways you can interpret it, I guess, but given the context of what the entirety of the video was showing, you could argue that it wasn't really a racist usage of Hitler's speech. I don't know. You guys go watch it and make that decision for yourselves, but I'm not gonna show that video here for obvious reasons. I mean, he got a copyright strike for that. Just in case YouTube's sensitive about that word I just used a moment ago, I'm gonna replace it with snazzy. But whether or not that video promoted snazzyism or neo-snazzyism, kind of beside the point, because we can't expect people to look back through 2 years of somebody's content before shouting them out. We should judge based on what it was shouted out for, the Death Note videos. So basically the usage of the footage from the Charlottesville attacks, what I neglected to mention earlier, which was usage of 9/11, you know, the plane hitting the tower, and the whole half a racial slur being in the description. But I mean, come on, nobody reads descriptions, right? But of course not, that's not attack worthy enough for The Verge. They want to lean on the Young Turks host Hassan Piker, or Peaker, I'm not entirely sure, who in his video, PewDiePie's latest vid, shouted out a Snazzy's YouTube channel. He goes in hard. Not so much on the Death Note stuff, which was the reason for the shoutout, like I said, but he focuses a lot on the Steven Universe stuff. I mean, he admits in that video that he's a Steven Universe fan, so maybe that's why he was so offended by that particularly. But that's what led to the sensationalized headline of PewDiePie gives shoutout to hateful anti-Semitic YouTube channel. Because of this, obviously the narrative that's been going around is that Pewds himself is a snazzy, because he shouted out a channel that has a video from 2 years ago that used, I'm not gonna say promoted, that used snazzy imagery. Therefore, Pewds himself is a snazzy. Makes sense, right? Bcuz himself talked about this in his latest video, where he said that he deleted the shoutout to E:R. He didn't know that that Steven Universe video existed, and whether or not he actually believed that the usage of the snazzy imagery in that video was racist usage or not. He said that if he was aware that that video existed, he would not have shouted the channel out to begin with.
And, you know, obviously, if I've noticed that, I wouldn't have referenced him in the shoutout, because I said not because I have a problem with Nazi references being offensive in themselves, but because I said publicly a year and a half ago that I was going to distance myself from Nazi jokes and that kind of stuff. because I want nothing to do with it and I don't really care about it.
Now, a lot of people were saying that because of his large fan base that he should have known better, had it more research and all that. Come on, I mean, come on. Like, do you really know all of the content of all the channels that you watch? Like, really? Especially ones that go back 2 years ago? Like, I mean, I'm sure there are some, but really? Gonna have to call shenanigans on that one. And now that we've gotten all of that out of the way, as far as Hasan Piker, I can't really take anything this guy says seriously. For one, he's a host on the Young Turks, and the other, if we're gonna hold Pewds to the standard of he should have known better, then you should probably know better than to wear an anti-fascist shirt. Inherently, there's nothing wrong with that, but as soon as the movement became radicalized with Antifa and their borderline terrorist attacks, I would have relinquished all association with that movement. Shit, I wouldn't even say borderline, they are terrorist attacks, look it up. I question how quickly these people found this out. I mean, I know Pewds has a large fan base, so it probably got attention right away, but I swear to God, like, sites like The Verge are probably just sitting at the edge of their seat, frothing at the mouths, just waiting for shit like this to happen, you know what I mean? But the best part of when these things happen is taking a look at the public reaction to it, so let's go ahead and do that. First up, we got a blue checkmark in Nathan Bernard. I don't know who the fuck this guy is, but he got a blue checkmark. So here's the neo-Snazi YouTube channel, PewdiePie, Ben Shapiro, Dave Rubin, and Jordan Peterson endorsed. The channel glorifies Hitler's speeches, embedding snazzy propaganda into children's cartoons. Yeah, because Ben Shapiro the Super Jew endorsing PewdiePie's channel somehow helps the argument that PewdiePie's a neo-Snazi. Right. There's two very good responses to this. One is from Cinefrans. The speech isn't embedded in a cartoon, it's embedded into his review of a cartoon. Based on the shot at the end of the video, I think that the point is to say that the kid is brainwashed by liberal ideas, just as extreme snazzyism. And at Whoop Machine says, I looked this up, before this bit he says, in many ways Steven Universe is even worse. The inclusion of the speech is included to a parody of the show the creator does not like, because he views the speech as problematic. And honestly, that's the way I saw it as well, just because they used snazzy imagery and propaganda. The context in which it was used in was a satire, a parody, so I don't really see it as all that racist in my opinion. And my grandfather joined World War II specifically so he could kill snazzies. Just giving context to where I'm coming from here. Next up we got at Psycho Necomatic. God damn it, even Markiplier is standing by PewdiePie. Why? Why do you effing care about the racist goose-stepping piece of shit? Why are you forsaking your morals and standing by an actual snazzy over an effing useless YouTube competition? I'm utterly disgusted, disappointed, and depressed.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer.
To his credit, he was claiming this before all this controversy, so he was still like backpedaling on the old controversies. So I'll give him, I don't know, I'll give them that credit. They have that whole gender neutral pronouns thing in their profile. You know what, fuck it, he said that, alright, that's what he said. And I like the emphasis of actual snazzy in this because based on what? Do people know what snazzies are? I'm really starting to think that none of these dumbasses know what snazzies actually are. I swear to God I'm not going out of my way to find people with the whole gender neutral pronouns thing in their description, but it just keeps coming up. This one claims to be a they/he. Yeah, I'll just use he because the they thing you really have to force me to use. If I could use he or she, I will, so I'm gonna go with he. He says, honestly, F PewdiePie, and I regret ever being a fan of his in the past. He's pretty much a snazzy white nationalist and no amount of apology videos or it was just a joke will change that. When he's consistently doing that. What was the point of that comma? I'm sorry, that just threw me off so much. And then we have the whole he's just pretty much a snazzy, a white nationalist, just like the other dude, or I don't know, that thing said. Moving on. The guy who's calling PewdiePie a snazzy now literally believes the OK sign is a white supremacist symbol, and literally can't take a joke on the channel he called racist. Sure, he used a snazzy joke, at least he's not pledging his soul to Hitler or F all insert race. Holy shit, reading that was like a fucking obstacle course. Oh wait. Hasan believes that the OK sign is a white supremacist symbol? Oh my god, they're everywhere. Gasp, they got my boy Just Do It too. No! Why does everyone love this snazzy so effing much? He has been almost nothing but irredeemably shitty, and everyone just loves this racist and uses the guise of it's just a joke to get away with saying anything. F you if you like PewdiePie or any of his ilk. Well, I fall in that category, so no thanks. I'm a trans lesbian, it says. Miss Garrison, is that you? Ulysses I. Scott, like when he dressed up in snazzy garb. Yes, I see. I completely agree. That is not a British Army officer's outfit. Specifically not the Royal West Kent Regiment. I mean, a simple Google search would have told you that that's not the case. Definitely snazzy garb. And to end things, we're gonna go with my favorite from Arunendra Singh. Disliked and reported YouTube Rewind 2018 for snazzy propaganda, where they have the yodeling kid doing the snazzy salute. Where the fuck were you at when that happened, tech experts at The Verge? Drop the ball on that one. But what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and share this video with whoever you want to share it with. If you're new around here, subscribe and notifications to be notified about all upcoming videos. I do these gaming news and discussion videos at least once a week, so make sure to subscribe and ring that bell to stay on top of that. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.